All right, hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
So I have Tyler and Naldu here with me, who are students in my 8th grade game design and development class. And I'm just going to ask them a couple of questions about their experiences in class. So first off, can you each just take a brief moment to explain the structure of the class in general?
You want to start?
I think you should start.
Okay.
So how class works is what we do is we go on this website called classcraft.com, and we could choose from a different number of the quests, and each quest they're divided into different categories. Some are like VR, some are Unity, some are Minecraft, and they're all over the place and all over the computer. So it is a fun way of like choosing what you want to do in class, and instead of the teacher deciding what you do, you decide what you do. And I think that's really cool and fun.
Yeah,
Do you have anything to say?
like Tyler said, the whole in Classcraft, there's like so much topics. In technically game design or coding or anything in general, it all like branches out. You can choose any route you want to take, whether it's coding. In this class, I took a lot of Python courses. I'm actually glad I did because now I can actually code some like 2D games in Unity. There's also Unity courses. Some Tyler took, right?
Yeah, I took all of them. I made a few too.
And right now we're actually like making a game in Unity, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah.
And with Unity, how did I teach you Unity?
No, not-
No, you didn't teach us. It's kind of cool because you can actually teach yourself if you like work hard enough and you have a lot of determination. You can teach yourself coding, anything. Of course, you're here to help us if we need it, but you're doing a good job. at that.
But Unity, you guys really went out there and found resources. And actually, talk a little bit about I don't know much Unity, but I was able to make a connection for you guys, right? Do you want to talk about that a little bit with the developer?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so Mr. Isaacs, he hooked us up with this professional game designer in DC named Ruben, and he's helped us out a little bit.
Yeah, when I was very early on, when I was trying to move the character, I had some obvious errors in the C# script. I sent it to Ruben. I asked, what's the problem? And he told me, and it wasn't that much, but I can like prefer or assume what the problem was, and a day later we can get our character moving, which was a major milestone in our
That's
game.
great. So the neat thing is you were able to find the right kind of person out there that could help. And then I also want to ask just one last thing. Tyler, in your other school, you were talking about some
Student
projects
tech
and things.
sports.
Yeah, can you talk about that a little bit?
So what we would do is we would all get together during school, after school, before school, and we would help during the school hours. We would help teachers who needed help with their tech problems, and when not every kid was out to help, so some students, they would work on projects like the arcade machine I was telling you about. We did a bunch of makey projects. I made a Dance Revolution board.
That's cool. So again, those were all things that you guys as students decided, hey, I want to do this, and you had the opportunity.
Yep.
Right. So how overall, like if you had to sum up the idea of, and again, there are many different ways to learn. Certain classes take very different approaches. What are your just overall thoughts on the idea of having this choice versus maybe being in an environment where you don't have as much choice?
In most classes, I think in I guess America or any other country, usually in each subject you just learn the lesson for a day. And in this class, I also like how if you're not a fan of something like Minecraft, that there's a lot of things we can do in Minecraft. If you're not a fan of Minecraft, you don't have to do that. If you're a fan of like another franchise or board game or any kind of program and all, you can do that instead, like Python, Unity. And I really like that because it's inspiring and it gets people thinking.
I feel more independent because I'm not forced to choose a specific thing that I want to do. Because most of the time in like social studies, I don't want to learn about, I don't know, Roman times or ancient Egypt. I'd prefer like medieval times and Middle Ages. Like in this class, I don't really like playing on Minecraft. I prefer working on Unity and coding, which is huge.
Yeah, so that's great. And that's interesting what you bring up about social studies, because not to say that you couldn't have an environment in social studies where the teacher said, you choose the time in history that you want to study and create a project around that, and it still would provide you with that choice, right? Well, thanks, guys. I'm a big fan of Naldu, Tyler, and Kieran and the work that they've done in here. It's been inspiring to me, and I'm glad that they feel that they've had a positive experience. But it's, for certain kids, I think this really resonates, and this is a great example with these guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.